How's it going, everyone? Welcome back for episode 2 of Free Thoughts from Freedom Chiropractic and Rehab. We always like to start each episode with a quote. So this week's quote comes from Morgan Housel. It's from his book, The Psychology of Money. And he said, happiness, as it said, is just results minus expectations. Now, obviously, the focus of this book is on finance, right? It's on money. But I like to think that this quote can be applied to just about every aspect of our lives. We will be much happier in life if our expectations are lower. Now, I'm not saying we need to have low expectations. You should always have high expectations. But when we make those expectations unreasonably high, our happiness level is going to go down. So I think about your relationships, right? So think about your relationships with your children. All right? Our children are learning from us every day, and we have expectations for them. But when we set that bar too high for those children, it causes problems. It makes us unhappy. It makes us frustrated. I see this all the time with our patients, right? Patients come in after having dealt with lower back pain for 6 months. They come in for one visit and they think that everything's going to be magically cured. Unfortunately, it often takes more time than that. It's going to take some dedication to doing some exercise on your own. It's going to take some treatment, some manipulation, some muscle work. But when we set realistic expectations, then we're much more likely to be happy with the outcome of whatever the endeavor is. Okay, so make sure that you're setting expectations, and they should be sufficiently high, but they need to be realistic as well. Now it's time for some good news. So we're going to spread some good news here, right? Over the last couple of weeks, I've seen countless stories about the California wildfires that are burning right now. Most of the quote-unquote, and I use this term very, very loosely, news networks, they're really opinion networks at this point, but we'll get to that later, are spreading the politicalization of this news. They're talking about the blame game, and they're trying to assign responsibility to the political people involved. Let's stop paying attention to that. I want us to pay attention to the people who are opening their homes for people who have lost their homes in these fires. I want us to pay attention to the people who are offering to pay for hotel rooms for those who are displaced by the fire. I'd love us to pay attention to the fact that our allies in the north and the south, so Canada and Mexico, have sent firefighters to help us to fight these fires. Let's focus on the good stuff that's happening, right? Let's focus on the countless videos you see of people who are going to donation sites and either donating their own stuff or helping to sort through the donations that are coming in and then distributing to the people who need them, right? Let's focus on the fact that Planet Fitness has opened several locations so that people may use the locker rooms, the showers, their power outlets, the Wi-Fi, so that they can clean themselves up and get in touch with family and friends. Let's stop paying attention to the politicalization of our news and pay attention to the good things that these people are doing in the world. Thank you very much for paying attention again. I appreciate your attention. If you guys have any questions that you'd like us to answer, feel free to send that in. Or if you have any questions, you can email it. You can drop it in the comments below. We would love to help answer any questions that you have. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll catch up with you next week.